Hello, ladies and gentlemen, business owners. I will not use any placards today. I've got enough information out there on my internet in between the funny snippet short videos I have and also a lot of other items as well. This video today is about the Communist Chinese Party, who are part of the International Accreditation Forum incorporated in Delaware members, hold positions at British consulates, major UK companies, US firms, leaked database reveals, and QA expert Daryl Gibberman explains. Now, I've been explaining this for many months, many years, discussing it, how the International Accreditation Forum, which is a repository for accreditation bodies worldwide, is a repository that was controlled by Communist China between 2015 and 21. 2013, let me go back. 2013, I gave a speech at the American Society for Quality. There was a gentleman there, a Region 3 director, a David Levy. At that time, the ASQ, the American Society for Quality, which sat on ANSI, owned 50% of the American National Crediting Board, and ANSI owned 50% of the American National Crediting Board. In reality, ANSI already owned ANAB. They just never made it public. Continue on. So 2013, this guy David Levy said, Mr. Guberman, ANAB has no problem with what we're doing. In fact, we accept you, sir. Well, that memo never went upstairs because I've gotten harassed, harangued, and even sued by one of their shills without a doubt. And I won. I won, and I won. We continue now to 2016 when you had a Mr. Randy Doherty. A year before that, he had handed over leadership of the International Accreditation Forum to a communist Chinese national, Zhao Jinwu, that had been involved with our quality since 1994. Now, the Soviets used to do that back in the 40s and 50s, get the guys from the Soviet Union and spy on these different companies throughout the United States. In fact, I think it was Rolls-Royce where one of the representatives of Russia went into Rolls-Royce to look around. He had gum soles on his shoes, picked up the shavings through the machine shops, and knew that it was aluminum, titanium, and other metallics and other items that manufactured their engines. In fact, the Soviet Union bought a Revell model of the Nautilus, and that's the way they manufactured their very first nuclear submarine. So that's what we've heard through the grapevine. And you read different articles. One article will tell you yes, another no. There's variances in the internet. So you have Zhao Jinwu. Zhao Jinwu also in 2017, while he was still the chairman of the IAF till 2021, was seen over in Wuhan, China, the Bio-Level 4 lab that the virus escaped. Yes, the virus escaped from that lab without a doubt. And he's standing there with a certificate. And the funniest thing is that same time when he was standing there, a Miss Pamela Sale, who's the vice president of quality certification laboratory for ANSI, ANAB, ASCLD, which is owned by ANAB as well. She stated under deposition that between one laboratory and another, there are variances and they lack protocols. So what's that telling you? Quality is already out of control. So we continue on now. So I was invited in 2016 to join either ANSI, ANAB, or the IAF. I rejected that because I'm a proud American, unlike all of you who are ANAB accredited, who don't know any of this. You don't care. You know, I had one guy say, Daryl, my balls are up in the air instead of in his pants, as we can see that. And his balls are maybe up in the air. That's why he's not looking at the product and his quality is in the trash. But anyway, getting back to reality, it's absolutely disgusting. All right. You have a situation where the CCP has integrated into our world. They also, like Zhao Jinwu, is mandated, mind you, by Communist China, Xi Jinping, to take anyone's data through the China National Intelligence Law, Article number 7. So we were invited in. We said no because we're a proud American. And we have taken this on time and time again. We were sued by ANSI ANAB Shill. I'm not going to mention you his name, but it's a disgusting display. I will say this. if he was only working the right way. Instead, he's working with them. In fact, we have some documentation that prove that he was assisting with, it appears, standard writing through the International Standards Organization, ISO. But getting off of that, we have been doing this and trying to get this into your head. If you are ANAB accredited, if you have that ANAB accreditation on your cert, then you are part and parcel of this problem. But you're going to say, well, Daryl, I got to do it. They're forcing me. Well, you got Boeing. Here you go. Here goes quality at its worst. You have Boeing, who most recently got caught that they didn't document autoclave pressures and temperatures on the V-22 program from 2007 to 2018. And their auditor, ANAB, didn't, whether it's ANAB, UKAS, or these accreditation bodies, if you were to take their letters and wash them down, it would still say ANSI ANAB on it, like UKAS out of England. You have Accreditia in Italy. You have all these different accreditation bodies that sit on the IAF that are equivalent in accreditation to ANSI ANAB, who are underwriters for all of them because they watch over the IAF, incorporated in Delaware, International Accreditation Forum, and also the International Laboratory Accreditation Cooperation. I'm going to leave it here because, if I go on and on and on, you don't have attention spans. Maybe it's brain fog. That article will be down below too, concerning brain fog and the jab, the injection. And quality is in the trash. You have organizations sitting on ANSI like Boeing skipping quality processes. V-22 goes down, and they've been doing it for 11 years, and no quality inspector caught them, not even from the FAA. You know why? In 2002, the FAA, actually Boeing put out a memo saying that if you're AS9100 for aerospace, we don't have to come in with an inspection team. You just send us your parts, send us your certificate. That means you've got great quality. And as we know, they got problems. You'll say, well, Daryl, no aircraft has gone down yet. Not yet. But if not now, when? You have Johnson & Johnson, quality processes in the trash, skipping standards. They had a 75 million recall. You have Pfizer skipping quality processes and standards. I will have a lot of this information down in the description. I'm going to stop here. You have Boeing. I already told you Boeing was caught in cahoots with UKAS certified Kobe Steel, who also fudged documentation. So you had fudging all the way down the line. And UKAS sits on the IAF. You have the final one is Lockheed Martin, who after their 801st ship, F-35, they have quality issues up to including loss of aircraft and loss of pilot. And it's absolutely horrendous. And remember this, ANAB at one time, or ANSI used to say, we certify the system, not the product. But by them taking over the responsibility of being an underwriter, that means they have now product certification, though it may not be documented, as they are an underwriter. I know they'll probably get a lawyer to say, you're wrong, Mr. Guberman. You know why? Because the American Bar Association is also intimately involved with ANSI ANAB, along with the Department of Justice, who sits on ANSI's board. So I'm going to leave it here. Today, this is about CCP, who are the International Accreditation Forum members, hold positions at British consulates, major UK and US firms, leaked database. QA expert Daryl Guberman explains. I'm stopping right here. If you need any more information, look it up yourself or contact me, 203-556-1493. I look forward to it. Bye-bye.